What has your experience taught you about developing and retaining your best salespeople?
It's the most important part of being in a sales leadership, without doubt. It's incredibly expensive to hire people that do, that sell things, and making sure they feel like they've got a career path, they're being listened to, they're being coached, but they're not being managed. Salespeople inherently like to be on their own and do their thing. That's what they're hired to do. But also making them feel like they're part of the larger team. They can't be like wild renegades, but you also can't smother them with a lot of process and a lot of rules. Mm-hmm. So it's really important to get them to feel like they're heard, and give them all the resources, but stay out of their way. Yeah, that's most important. And I've been told over time, a lot of times, if you rank people, sort of an A or a B or a C player, a lot of times people in management spend so much time trying to get their B players or C players to become A or B players, and it's the wrong way to spend your time. You really need to spend your time on your A players, because the B's and C's will always be there, but your A's, you got to make sure they stick around.
How do you set expectations with others on the management team to give salespeople space to develop and grow?
It's important to always explain, particularly to other parts of the executive team that might not have a lot of experience working with salespeople or business development people, explaining why they need that space, or explaining the DNA of a great salesperson. It's in a leadership role, it's your job, my job, to explain to people why you give them the sort of leeway that you do. It's very similar, I think, in the tech space to engineers, maybe even more so, particularly in Silicon Valley. Engineers walk on water. I mean, right. They're the lifeblood of the tech community. And if you try to smother them in process or rules, or hold their hand too much, they're out.
Right.
And I think, salespeople are all the same way. You take great pride in your ability, and you're being hired to do a job, so get out of my way, let me do that job. And you have to sort of explain that. Most people understand that, though, particularly in tech, because they're so used to dealing with engineers that way, that it's not uncommon to treat salespeople that way either.